breaking around records, stocks up about 20% this year. So how do you find names in this kind of environment?
Well, we've been very careful to position the portfolio in stocks that can deliver earnings and revenue growth even in a slow economy. We have a focus strategy, 30 to 35 names, and we have found a lot of interesting stocks for the last few years that really fit that core focus of ours of finding companies that can thrive in a slow growth economy. Our assumption is that that's going to continue. We're not looking for a breakout of economic growth to the upside. And so we'll continue to find companies with business models that can work in both strong economies and weak economies that generate free cash flow year in and year out, where there's some kind of internal transformation that will lead to ideally a step function increase in earnings and cash flows independent of the economy.
Okay, I want to get to some names actually, because you've got a couple of holdings in healthcare at your top holdings. So HealthSouth and Valeant Pharma are two names right at the top. What is that driver of those two names that you see?
In two very different stories, both compelling and have been very successful investments for us. We think they'll continue to perform very nicely. Valeant Pharmaceuticals is an example of a company that's run by a management team that has brought a new and very profitable approach to managing a pharmaceutical company to an industry that historically has been undermanaged and has done a poor job of capital allocation. So what they've done in the years that we've owned them is first turn around their own business, transforming it by rationalizing overhead, rationalizing their distribution system, pruning back the hundreds of different products they had to focus on a core of profitable growing products, and then really focusing on allocating capital well. Once they did that and the earnings doubled and the stock price doubled, they embarked on an acquisition strategy to find other undermanaged pharma companies around the world, and they have been buying these undermanaged companies and transforming those businesses to be more streamlined and more profitable. And it's been just a terrific recipe for growing shareholder value. I think that's going to continue.
Okay, and briefly, HealthSouth then.
And HealthSouth is a different situation of a company that is not growing through acquisition, but instead it's focusing on rehab, independent standalone rehab facilities. That's its core business. And we think that is a winning business because it's a lower cost way for Americans who need to be rehabbed than the current in-hospital approach.